LeRon, guess what? Exclusives, some say it might be important a little bit.
Yeah,
How,
yeah.
I mean,
I'm one of those people that say exclusives are important.
yeah.
I have thoughts on this. Like number one, like like it's nice to know that they're entertaining this. Finally.
Hmm.
Um, I feel like Microsoft is dealing with reckoning with their Xbox division, and it didn't, and it started way before like they ousted Phil and Sarah. It started way beyond that. I think they figured that Phil and Sarah could be the fall guys for like whatever course correction trajectory they want to like put it on now. I'm always gonna say Sarah Bond was done wrong because of just the way she disappeared. Something fishy about that.
There is
And
something very fishy about that I'm interested to see how that comes out in the next couple of years. I'm sure a
yeah.
story will come out in the next couple.
Yeah, A story is gonna come out and I can't wait. I can't wait. Yeah, and I'm gonna keep saying what we've been saying here at Boss Rush. We have no ill will towards Asha Sharma. Like she's been thrust into a not an impossible situation, but a precarious situation. Let's put it that way. And stuff like that.
I'm gonna say
And
I'm gonna say something a little. This might be a hot take, LeRon.
yeah, go for it.
I think I think some of the at least the conversations that have been brought up, like this one and the Game Pass one, and some of these other things revolving around the Xbox. I think she's getting off on the right foot.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I'm not condemning any of this. Honestly.
No, I know, but the internet will.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right about that. But here's the thing about it. Like Xbox needs a gaming identity because Game Pass is not a gaming identity. Game Pass, the only way Game Pass can be a gaming identity for Xbox is if it's the only if it's only Xbox titles that get on this. No third party titles, no random. We're just gonna pull games from somewhere, some other space, whatnot. The only way Xbox Game Pass could be, a identifier for Microsoft and the Xbox brand is if it only has Xbox games on there, and Microsoft, you know, there are days when I question like, all the acquisitions and all that stuff, like not just Microsoft made, but like all these companies made, as far as like that, but like historically speaking, like a lot of these games, Call of Duty's never no one's ever gonna look at Call of Duty and say, oh, it's just an Xbox game. No one's ever gonna do that. No one's ever going to look at a lot like Fallout and say, "Oh, it's just an Xbox game." Well, not now. Not now. I'd say maybe in 20, 25 years, it could be like, "Oh, Fallout's just an Xbox game," because that's the only place it has been for the last 25 years, except for the fact that, like it winds up not being an exclusive after, a set amount of time,
Yep.
stuff like that. But yeah, like, like Microsoft has a very nice library of games that were always considered to be Xbox titles. And just because like a lot of these titles are now multi-platform, it doesn't mean that they're not Xbox titles. But I do feel like, like as far as like having an identity, they need to have like their own dyed in the wool exclusives. I don't care if the games wind up coming out on a secondary platform 1 or 2 years after launch, that's fine, you know,
Hmm.
because like I said, it won't hurt the identity of Xbox,
Hmm.
because everybody be like, oh, the only place to play this at right now is on the Xbox, just like the only place to play these games right now for PlayStation games is on PlayStation, and apparently they're rolling that back to where you can't get them on PC anymore. So yeah, it's back to PlayStation, and which that's another thing that grinds my gears. I know we're talking about Xbox right now, but for Sony to pivot out of their PC multi-platform plan and then put it all back in-house and then charging us more money for the consoles, that's bullshit. That's real bullshit.
I mean, I feel like I feel like there's a lot. There's so much. I mean, again, this is just a conversation they're having internally. Supposedly, there's no
Yeah, I know, I
information
know,
or
I
anything.
know.
I think
I guess I am putting the cart before the horse here because like there could be a press release
no,
next week. Like we don't know what y'all are talking about. Like y'all need to stop making up news.
no. I know you know. I'm talking to the listeners out there, right? Like I'm just reconfirming that